Greetings. If you are beginning to awaken to a greater spiritual truth, you might then think, well, I'm going to see my guides better, I'm going to experience God in a more fulfilling way. I'm going to see spiritual things coming, and I'm going to be more aware, in a higher consciousness. I'm going to start moving deeper into mastery, and that mastery will allow me to see spiritual things. The way it works is that your consciousness, your biology, the very essence of you will begin to change. So why is that? This is because God is in you in every piece of DNA and in every cell. This is where your awakening occurs. You were told that God, Spirit, was in the sky. Instead, the greater truth is that the creative source of the universe is within you. You will change, and in that change you will begin to develop a higher consciousness and begin to see the results of it. You will also begin to use it intuitively, even if you don't realize it. So higher consciousness is a more peaceful and wise state of being, but it brings with it some strange life changes from what you have had in the past. Eventually, you begin to realize what is happening and become comfortable with it. In fact, you are the lighthouses of the earth and you are the ones who will begin to attract good things to yourselves and live longer because of it. First attribute of awakening: some of you will have a strange feeling that you are changing and transforming because you are beginning to be patient with things that used to drive you crazy. Lower consciousness creates a lack of patience and understanding. Suddenly, you are okay with certain things that made you angry or upset in the past. Maybe it's people with certain habits, or people who have done certain things, or maybe it's situations around you that you've always been against. Now you're looking at them for the first time and saying, oh, I get that. I don't like that, but I see why it's happening now. I'm more compassionate about it. It's almost like a new light is showing everything to you so you can see what it was and why it was. In fact, this attribute shows how you can do this even with bigger things, to be more at peace with horrible dysfunctions around you that may be happening in the world right now. This is new. In the past, you have seen things that really made you angry. This often developed anxiety and fear, but now, suddenly, you are looking at it in a different light. These changes, dear ones, should tell you what is happening to you, because these are attributes of mastery. Mastery is a peaceful countenance no matter what is happening, with wisdom and understanding in the midst of turmoil. Another attribute of awakening: are you feeling a disconnect with some friends that you've had for a long time? Now, this has nothing to do with what's going on with the planet right now. It has nothing to do with some of the attributes that are in the news or some of the things that would tear you apart. I'm talking about feeling a disconnect with old friends. Friends are people you enjoy being with and doing things with. But suddenly you're looking at activities and thinking, I'm not sure I want to do this. You might even start to analyze and think, why? Why am I disconnecting from this lifelong friend and others? Then you start seeing things that you never cared about before. Well, now I see that this person is really negative. These friends complain a lot about others and everything. Your mind keeps analyzing, well, so what? I was never bothered before. But now you are. That's the whole point. Now you realize, I'm starting to hear and see in a different light, and their complaints are starting to slap me in the face with the energy of it somehow, and I'm uncomfortable around them. I always thought everything was fine and now it's not. You feel a real disconnect. You are changing. Mastery surrounds itself with light and does not allow the negativity or darkness of dysfunctional consciousness to enter. Mastery rejects the desire to participate in activities that diminish others, or words that reflect a lack of wisdom or a loving state of being. Blessed are those now who are stepping into this light, the crack in the door, and who are not afraid. For they will find their own magnificence in their own cellular structure, and why they are here. And in the process, they will feel loved beyond measure. I am Kryon, in love with humanity. And so it is.